It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Cut! 180! 47! I'm scared!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Cornell, pilot, 64, weak.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check nickel. 14.
On 1st down, here's Breida. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st down, it's gone. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Hey, Charlie. Come on, let's go. 43 is the mic. I got it.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
We go tonight. 180.
Let's go, P. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready? 10-2, sir. 50, Fair. Now.
On first down, Stanley. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Throwing on first down. Stanley. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. He'll get a couple yards. On that one, and it'll make it a second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, set.
54, right there. 54.
General West.
You're not ready.
Get it.
Now Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 90. Wolf. Leo.
Looking to throw. Stanley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. 50. Plant. Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54, right there.
Go on.
Go on, D. Slam.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run with Taylor. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Memphis comes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stanley. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
You draw quarters. Crunch. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Oh, here we go.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
60 or 61, match box, right. Let me know. Look at me. Door. Kill, turn up. Big down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known. For his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. No check. Check 52. Protein spill. Hey, rock the
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Looked by Tavarius Moore. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
From the gun, here's gone. And that is incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
132 fighter. Smooth. Hard. He's coming.
To throw again, Stanley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Get wide. Mike's 50.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch the run. He's out, baby.
22-jet bomber.
Mike's 50.
They'll try to run this one in. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
50 to Mike. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Stanley looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Go. 180.
Let's go one more.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
15 yards. That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10, 43-yard line.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. This is caught by Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. From the gun, Stanley. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Throwing again. Stanley. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Check right 54. Right 54. 5.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Fair.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to
Be grip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Then he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, Taylor. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 70. Indy. Leo. New York Orchid.
Pick the edge. Come.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch twins.
Snap.
To throw on second down, Stanley. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd and 9 now. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Operating from the gun, Stanley. He's got his man. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Switch it. Look at me. Go. Ready?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Breida. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Cut. 180.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. It's caught by Bryant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Hold on. Check.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run with Breida. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At the 31-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Cardinals 10. 49ers 7.
Check. 43. No gain on this defense. No gain. Check. Hot route. Hot. Hey, check 24.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Check 13. Check 11.
They will run again with Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Man, I got you.
Bravo.
40 seconds to Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, box chop.
2nd and 4. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Stanley. And he fires one incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Set, 15, line, 59. Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Kill. Any weapon. Hey, orbit. Fair. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Stanley. That's complete, I think, a right side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Leo.
On 4th down, Stanley. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's going to take this out past the 10 to about the 11. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get him. Out. Slam. Watch the safety creep. Check 43. Slam.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
2 for 1. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Rush in.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Let's get off the field.
He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready, set. Mike 37. Hey, stand up.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.